Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
I'm Shannon from One Love Fam Jams. We are sitting here with Bobby Hustle.
Hi, my name is Bobby Hustle, Shannon, One Love Family Jams.
It's
Big up.
so nice to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure to be met. And nice to meet you as well.
I think I'm having a moment right now. I'm just like, oh my God, it's Bobby Hustle.
I'm here.
So how long are you in Florida for?
I got here on Thursday and I'm leaving on Tuesday. I just played a show in Melbourne.
Yes.
And had the day off yesterday and now playing today. Are we good? Everything cool? Cool. Yeah. So I've total for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, you had that reggae sound system party with DJ C. Lioness.
Yeah,
How was
C.
that?
Lioness and Mark Longnecker and Kana
Yeah.
Keem and Z Ion from Drifting Roots. It was really fun.
There are boys. I love the dudes from Drifting Roots.
Yeah,
They're
good
really
kids.
good friends of ours too.
Good kids.
Yeah, did you have fun?
I had a great time. I always have fun. The second I put a microphone in my hand, I have
Yes,
fun.
I love that.
I can't.
I love
I was
that.
telling somebody earlier, I don't know how to go halfway.
Right.
It's either I'm a wallflower on the side and don't really want to be seen or talked
feel
to,
that. I
or
feel
I'm on the
that.
stage and I want to own it.
Yes.
You know.
I feel that.
So that's how I roll.
So where did you get your name from, Bobby Hustle?
I got the name in high school doing illicit activities that, well, actually they're legal now. You know, I'm from Seattle, and there's a really big ganja culture up there.
Right.
So I've been involved with that for a long time, and in high school my friends called me Bobby Hustle. And then I went to school in college at a university in Colorado, and there I started DJing sound system. And so I just took the name that they were calling me in high school, and I became DJ Bobby Hustle. But then I moved from Colorado back to Seattle, met up with my childhood friends that were doing reggae production. They were making rhythms and instrumentals and beats for a bunch of Jamaican artists that were passing through. So I went into the studio with them and started recording my own songs.
Right.
And then the name Bobby Hustle turned into an artist.
Well, I think it fits
Quite.
because you are hustling.
Yeah, I work hard.
Yeah.
I sometimes I need to find balance. You know, it's really important to find balance. But I tend to push and push and push and push. And in some situations, that has gotten me into a little bit of a trouble. You know, so now I try to take the more reserved. I'm still hustling really hard, but I work with what the universe gives me. You know, I'm not pushing too hard. So I take time. I just came down here from the hotel room. I was taking a nap.
Oh, you're looking very nice. Very nice.
I earned the nap, so, you know.
So how long have you been doing this? I don't want to ask your age, but how long have you been in this business for a while?
Yeah, I have. I started actually recording and releasing music in 2010. So it's been 13 years. If you go on Spotify or iTunes or Apple Music,
Right, I'm already there.
I have 150 songs.
Dude, I see it.
150. I've done productions with people from Japan to Germany, Jamaica, Costa Rica, US, Canada, Africa, all over the place. So my network has spread very, very far internationally doing reggae music. But as an American kid, I always wondered why I'm not as in the scene here.
Right.
You know, so it's been a goal of mine to sort of work backwards in a way. And
Well, I think you're doing it.
I totally am. And I started a band in 2022 in Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles. We started a band, and the moment we started the band, things have been
Picking up.
picking up a lot. So I'm going to be back here for sure
I
with the
hope
band
so. Yes.
soon.
Yeah, this would be great.
Yeah.
We have a really amazing music scene here in Florida, Central Florida. Like, you know what, the whole state just booming with amazing musicians.
It's true.
I can't even believe it. I moved here 4 years ago, never knowing what Florida was gonna
Offer.
Yes, like this wasn't part of my dream for sure. And then I meet all these amazing musicians, and I'm like, how can it not be my dream? It's just crazy.
Totally. And here we are.
Who was your biggest inspiration when you grew up? Like when you heard them for the first time, it just clicked in your head that like maybe you knew that music was something that you wanted to do.
Well, it's funny that you say when you put it like that. think back to being like 7 or 8 years old in my mom's green Ford Windstar minivan, and listening to the kids' radio station and hearing a Boyz II Men song.
See?
Hearing a Boyz II Men song and singing that in the back seat and being like, "Hey, Mom, am I good or what?" And she looked back and gave me the kind of like, "Yeah, keep going.
You're
all
good,
right."
honey. You're good,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah. So that was probably the very beginning. I mean, I don't know when the actual day was. I've always had a passion for performance, and music has always reverberated deeply within me.
Right.
I started playing music when I was 10 years old, maybe even 9 years old. I picked up the saxophone.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first instrument, saxophone. Then I played the drums. Then I played the guitar. I played none of them on stage, That's not my forte. But I've always been a musical kid, And I think in the very beginning, Boyz II Men. But for reggae music, obviously there's Bob Marley, and as an American kid, you can get ushered into reggae music through artists like Sublime and that avenue. But once I discovered the contemporary reggae music that was happening when I was a kid in the early 2000s, Capleton, Luciano, Luton Fire, John Mason, Sizzla Kalonji, the list goes on and on and on of guys who are still doing it now,
right.
But in the late 90s and early 2000s, were at the forefront of the roots reggae movement in Jamaica, and that's what really spoke to me. So a lot of times people ask me, who's your favorite artist? And I don't really play favorites,
right.
Because I like so many different artists and so much different music, but somebody that always has spoken to me from when I was a younger person up till now, who's a friend of mine now, is Luton Fire. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Luton Fire. He's a Jamaican artist. Go look him up. Lutan space Fyah. Luton Fire. He's a living legend. He's got an iconic voice, an amazing flow, lyrics for days, hundreds of songs.
Really?
A lot of people in the U.S. might be more familiar with him because he just spent maybe last summer or the summer before touring with Revolution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've brought him on
Right.
Because they're one of the reggae bands in the U.S. that actually cares to incorporate Jamaican artists.
It's like true roots.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is very important to me, and I think to them as well. But yeah, I would say Luton Fire. Go check him out if you don't already know him. If you do know him, you know Wagwan.
I think that's what I like about this festival too, because last night Mighty Mystic played.
Yep.
Holy smokes, he
Yeah.
just blew it away.
Yeah, he's a great artist.
Yeah. The Resolvers
Are tonight.
Nostalgia. Yeah, the Resolvers are tonight.
Yeah.
They are amazing.
Yeah, I
so-
just met them backstage.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Yeah.
So, what do you have going on next? Where do you go from here?
I'm flying back on Tuesday to LA. Then I play on Saturday night in Costa Mesa in Orange County.
Okay.
With a band called The Crooked Trees. Have you ever heard of them?
No. I'll
Crooked
have to
Trees. Yeah, check them out. They're from Los Angeles. They're a very well-known Los Angeles reggae band in that
Right.
area. So we're playing a show together on Saturday in Orange County, Costa Mesa, Orange County. Then I have a couple weeks off. I'm working on an album. It's actually finished recording. It's in the mixing and mastering phases. And I'm planning on releasing that in May, right at the end of a tour that I just announced, which is NorCal, SoCal, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. Taking my band. It's the first regional Bobby Hustle band tour in the U.S.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Although I've been doing this for 13 years, and my career has taken me many cool places, I haven't toured the United States with a band. And so we're just embarking on that journey.
Right.
And May is going to be the beginning of that. It's called the Proof of Concept Tour. And we're going all over NorCal, SoCal, Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico. And so I'm very busy. I got a lot going on.
Do you prefer the smaller venues or do you prefer like festival scenes?
Oh, they're so different.
So different.
I prefer to get to know my fans,
Yeah.
smaller venues. I think I say this a lot and more all the time because it's true. Eye contact.
Right.
I want to look you in the eye I want to sing you my lyrics, and I want you to receive them and internalize them.
Yeah.
And if I'm on a huge stage with hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people, the intimacy level, there's a barrier, you know?
And I feel like you can see some person where you just know instantly, like, they are happy when they're watching you.
Which in turn makes me happy.
Right, and
makes me deliver even more.
Exactly.
It's a two-way street,
yeah.
This relationship.
It is.
You know, and I always tell people that when I'm on stage, sometimes I'm on stage and I'm not known to the audience
right.
very much, and so I have to work to get them into me.
Right.
You know? I mean, the music is good and the stage presence is good, but sometimes people, you know, they need to be wooed a little bit,
yeah,
you know?
And
so
I'm sure you have like the people that follow you to like in your local area that just go to your shows and
For
like
sure.
your hype people, you know, you can count on them.
They're singing the lyrics.
Yeah, like they may have started out as fans, but now they're friends.
Fans turn friends,
yes.
turn family. Yes,
Yep.
the three
Absolutely.
Fs. I had that experience in Melbourne the other night.
Right.
I have a fan, a couple, a husband and wife, who are from Chicago. They flew to see me play not in Florida, in California 2 months ago during the Cali Vibes Fest out there. Because I played a pre-party and an after-party. And they not only went to the festival, but they wanted to come see me perform. So they came and saw me and gave me big hugs and were front row singing the songs. And I was so grateful to have them all the way from Chicago.
It's gotta be crazy.
Guess what?
What?
They were at my show in Melbourne on Friday. They changed their tickets to stay just to come and see. And it's like experiences like that and people like that make me know that, you know, I may not have 1 million followers. May not get 1 million streams on everything, but real people really love me.
Right.
And that really matters.
Yes.
So I feel blessed and, you know, rejuvenated and energized to keep going and
right, and
keep
you're
hustling.
obviously touching these people's lives. You're touching them in a way that, you know, maybe a couple of your songs or your music just hit them at a bad time, or whoever knows. It just makes them happy, and
yeah, music is a indescribable vessel and
yeah.
channel, you know,
Yes.
for communication and unity, you know.
It is my livelihood. I feel like without music, I don't know if I would go to bed sad every night. It
So would
really
I.
makes me happy.
Me too. It's my everything, really.
Well, I appreciate you coming. I mean, hanging out in the Janley room. I
Absolutely.
Follow you on all of them.
Okay.
I've iTunes,
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah.
I've been watching your YouTube videos. You have a
YouTube.
lot of views on
Yep.
your. Woo.
Yeah, I actually just shot 4 new videos last week
Right.
for the album. But right before I flew to Florida, I have an amazing videographer who's from Oregon, and I flew him down to Los Angeles, and we shot 4 completely different ideas, concepts, songs, everything. Like, the visuals are going to be amazing, so I'm really, really excited for you
Yes.
guys to check this out.
Yeah.
Some of the videos will be released this month. I think we're releasing one on April 15th, something like that. And then we're going to stagger them along with the album as it comes out. But yeah, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. I forget sometimes about
SoundCloud.
Yes.
It still exists. And now they pay artists. So go support on SoundCloud too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sitting here in the Janley room. You're awesome.
Big up, guys.
High five.
Love.
High five.
No, love. Yeah, high five. No. It's love.
Love.
Thank you, guys. Big up. One Love Family Jam. It's
Thank
the
you.
hustle.